chosen one, stop scrolling immediately. Lock your attention on my voice. You did not find this message by accident today. Heaven intercepted your feed, because what I am about to reveal will break the cycle you have been trapped in. I will show you your new identity blueprint. The universe just approved it for your life, and I will tell you the one specific word you must stop saying today if you want to survive this massive transition. Right now you feel like everything around you is collapsing. You wake up exhausted and your bones feel heavy. You thought you were just tired or losing your mind. But you are not crazy, and you are definitely not depressed. That intense pressure on your chest is not clinical anxiety. It is the physical weight of your old identity being violently dismantled by heaven, because you are finally being prepared for the destiny that was written for you before time began. God is tearing down the survival version of you. For years you have been the emotional sponge for everyone else. You absorbed their pain and carried their burdens. You smiled when you were bleeding inside just to keep the peace. But that season is permanently over. The universe is removing the people who only loved you for what you could do for them. You are no longer required to set yourself on fire just to keep everyone else warm, because your energy is now reserved for your own divine assignment. Your isolation is not a punishment, it is absolute divine protection. Heaven is clearing the room because your new frequency is too powerful for their fragile egos. You have been waking up at 3 or 4 in the morning feeling a strange surge of energy. This is not insomnia. It is the exact hour when the spiritual realm downloads new instructions into your soul, preparing your mind for the unprecedented shifts that will happen over the next few weeks. You are transitioning from the cycle breaker into the breakthrough prophet. The enemy is terrified of who you are about to become. That is why the spiritual warfare against your mind has been so intense lately. Lucifer does not attack people who are standing still. He only launches his heaviest artillery at those who are about to cross over into unprecedented territory, knowing that your victory will literally destroy generational curses for your entire family line. But there is a hidden blocker you must confront today. You are secretly terrified of your own magnitude. You look at the massive calling on your life and you feel entirely unqualified. This imposter syndrome is a lie planted by the enemy to keep you playing small. You are afraid that if you step fully into your power, you will be completely alone. But heaven is telling you that true alignment requires leaving the familiar behind. I am naming this early because I do not want to build mystery just to sell you something later. Let me be direct about what is coming. You can decide if you want to stay for the full picture. What we just discussed about your physical exhaustion and brain fog has a specific solution. There is a powerful tool that exists for exactly the kind of cognitive restoration this heavy season is asking of your spirit. Dr. Robert Lake discovered a way to bypass the earthly noise. It keeps your mind trapped in survival mode. The restoration protocol has a name, and it is called the Genius Song. It uses advanced brain entrainment to naturally reactivate your dormant gamma brain waves. You do not need years of deep meditation because scientists have already measured this exact frequency shift in leading research labs at MIT and Princeton. Some of you already feel the pull in your spirit. If your intuition tells you this is the tool you need, the link is waiting for you in the description and the pinned comment below. Do not rush if you need more clarity. Stay for the full message if you want the complete context of this spiritual shift. But if you know already, the door is officially open and you can step through it right now. For those staying with me, there is one specific word you must eliminate from your vocabulary immediately. The enemy uses this word to anchor your spirit to the past. You have normalized living in a state of constant apology. You apologize for taking up space, and you apologize for your boundaries. You must stop apologizing for the divine light that makes demons tremble, because your words carry the literal power to create or destroy your new reality. The people who walked away from you recently were spiritual decoys. They were sent by the enemy to drain your energy. They wanted to keep you distracted from your true assignment. Let them go right now. Do not chase them and do not demand an explanation. Their sudden departure was the physical manifestation of a spiritual eviction notice, and heaven is finally making room for the divine connections that will actually honor your anointing. You are not falling apart. You are undergoing a massive spiritual metamorphosis. It looks like total destruction from the outside, but it is actually a beautiful and divine reconstruction. The intense fatigue you feel is not a medical condition because your spirit is working overtime in the unseen realm. You are fighting heavy generational battles while your physical body tries to rest. That is exactly why you keep waking up at 3 in the morning. The enemy wants you to think it is just toxic stress, but that specific hour is actually the quietest time on earth. It is the exact moment when the veil between worlds is the thinnest. Heaven deliberately wakes you up to download your new spiritual architecture, so you must stop fighting the silence and start listening to the sacred upgrade. Look at the greatest leaders in spiritual history. They all went through this exact same season of brutal isolation. Moses spent 40 agonizing years in the silent desert before he was ready to lead, and he truly thought he was completely forgotten. Joseph was thrown into a dark pit and left in a cold prison cell for years. He did not know that his painful isolation was actually his divine insulation. Heaven had to protect their inner architecture from people who could not travel with them, because your current loneliness is not a cruel penalty. It is the exact same divine preparation process playing out in your life. The universe is actively shielding you from counterfeit connections. But this profound spiritual truth is also backed by hard neurological science. What you are experiencing as heavy brain fog has a specific scientific explanation. When you were a little child, your brain naturally operated on the gamma frequency. You learned quickly, and you had an incredible intuition about people, and you felt deeply connected to the invisible magic of the universe. But modern society forces you into a state of constant survival and stress. The rigid education system and toxic environments slowly crushed that natural genius. Scientists call this tragic loss the decline effect. It slowly turns off your highest spiritual receiver, meaning your physical brain is literally starved of its original divine frequency. That is why everything feels so incredibly heavy and impossible right now. This heavy frequency keeps you trapped in a cycle of endless survival. You cannot think your way out of a spiritual prison using a stressed mind. Dr. Robert Lake spent 34 years studying this exact phenomenon. He built an entire ecosystem of research to understand how the brain loses its light, and he mapped out the complete restoration protocol for the mind. He discovered something truly profound. The foundation of his massive system is known in clinical circles as the youthful brain. His meticulous research proved that you can actually reverse the neurological damage, so you do not have to accept this mental exhaustion as your permanent reality. Your brain is desperately waiting for the right external signal to finally wake up. Your spiritual DNA is encoded with this dormant gamma energy. You are not a regular human living a randomly difficult life. You are a celestial warrior operating in hostile enemy territory. The enemy relies on your continued exhaustion to keep you completely powerless, because if you stay tired, you will never step into your true prophetic mantle. They know that a fully awakened chosen one is the most dangerous force on earth. Your very presence is designed to shift the atmosphere of any room you enter. The kingdom of darkness is actively trying to keep your mind scrambled and confused, and they are absolutely terrified of the moment you finally remember who you really are. Every single tear you cried in secret was actively collected by heaven. The bitter betrayals you survived were never meant to destroy your soul. They were designed to burn away your naive trust in the wrong people, because you used to give your precious pearls to swine. You desperately wanted to heal them, but you can never heal a demon by loving it harder. The universe had to break your heart to protect your divine assignment. Your gentleness was never supposed to be your permanent ceiling, and it was always meant to be the solid foundation of your ultimate spiritual authority. You were never meant to be tamed by this broken and toxic world. You are entering a beautiful season of unusual and accelerated favor. The doors that were slammed in your face are about to be blown wide open, but there is a massive shift that must happen inside your mind first, because you cannot carry the weight of tomorrow with the broken mindset of yesterday. The enemy is no longer your biggest problem in this current season. There is something much closer to home that is blocking your massive miracle. You have formed a hidden agreement with the trauma that deeply wounded you, and we need to expose this secret internal block before you can finally cross over. Listen to me very carefully right now. The enemy is no longer standing in your way. You have survived the absolute worst attacks from the kingdom of darkness. They threw everything they had at your mind, and you are still standing here today. But the reason your massive breakthrough is delayed is profoundly uncomfortable. You are secretly terrified of your own immense power. You made a hidden agreement with your past trauma. You subconsciously decided that being powerful means being completely alone. You shrink yourself down to fit into rooms that were never designed to hold your magnitude. You dim your beautiful light because you do not want to trigger the insecurities of ordinary people. You apologize for your divine anointing. You sabotage your own blessings before they even arrive. When something good finally happens, you immediately start waiting for the other shoe to drop. You have been deeply conditioned to believe that peace is just a temporary pause between massive disasters. The enemy taught you to fear joy. You must violently reject this toxic mindset today before it ruins your next chapter. That brings us to the exact word you must permanently delete today. The word you must stop saying is just. You constantly tell the universe that you are just tired or just surviving. You say you are just a regular person trying to get by in this heavy world, but heaven completely disagrees with your broken self-assessment. The enemy absolutely loves when you use that specific word. It completely strips away your divine authority. I promise to reveal the new identity blueprint that heaven just approved for you today. You are no longer the emotional sponge for a toxic family line. You are officially reassigned as the breakthrough prophet for your entire generation, and this immense celestial mandate requires you to leave your comfortable shadows behind. You are not just following a divine plan. You are the actual plan that God formed the universe around. Your spiritual DNA carries the exact frequency of a cycle breaker. You were specifically chosen to absorb the toxic poison of your family line and transmute it into absolute light. It is an incredibly heavy burden for a single soul to carry. But heaven knew you were the only one strong enough to survive the crushing pressure of this generational assignment. The universe is not making you wait for a miracle. Heaven is actively waiting for you to finally accept your royal mantle. You keep asking God to change your difficult circumstances, but God is patiently waiting for you to realize that you already possess the authority to shift the atmosphere yourself, and you simply forgot how to use your voice. Your imposter syndrome is officially dead right now. But we must address a very real physical problem today. Your spirit is completely ready for this massive upgrade. Your mind knows that the cycle of people-pleasing ends right here. The heartbreaking truth is that your physical nervous system is still trapped in a state of high alert. You cannot manifest a beautiful future while your brain is broadcasting a panic signal. Your survival brain is flooded with chaotic beta waves. This rigid frequency creates a thick wall of static between your daily consciousness and the divine realm. You pray for clear answers, but the biological noise in your head drowns out the quiet voice of heaven. We have to bypass this earthly static immediately. Your spiritual awakening requires a biological reset. Your neurological pathways are deeply conditioned for survival. Every time you try to step into your new prophetic identity, your brain pulls you back into fear. This is the exact biological barrier that the enemy exploits to keep you stuck. They know that willpower alone cannot rewrite decades of severe emotional trauma. You need a physical key to unlock this mental prison. You have treated your spiritual preparation as an unending process. You stayed in the dark waiting room because the unknown magnitude of your true calling secretly terrified you. But the season of brutal suppression has definitively ended today. Heaven does not wait for you to feel perfectly ready before it calls your name. It only waits for your willing obedience. You must align your physical brain with your new spiritual reality. The heavy mental fog must be cleared out before you can receive the next divine instruction. You have survived the wilderness and you have passed the hardest tests. Now you must take the deliberate physical step to restore your original genius frequency. Your massive breakthrough demands your physical agreement. Do not let the enemy convince you to delay for another decade. The door is standing wide open right in front of your face. You just need to walk through it with absolute confidence. The universe provided a tangible anchor for your spiritual shift today, and you are entirely worthy of the miraculous healing that is about to flood into your exhausted life. You are standing at the absolute edge of your greatest spiritual victory. The heavy lifting in the unseen realm is finally coming to an end, and heaven is aggressively clearing the path for your accelerated breakthrough. Your financial struggles are about to be completely rewritten. The universe is handing you the supreme authority to govern your own reality, but you must have the biological capacity to sustain this massive blessing. Your physical body needs a radical neurological upgrade to match your soaring spirit. Remember 30 minutes ago when I first mentioned the Genius Song? It is finally time to walk through exactly what this tool does, because you were not born to live an ordinary life. Your brain is a divine receiver. You carry a genetic spiritual legacy that desperately requires a very specific frequency to operate. A 47-year-old manager recently used this protocol. She was completely exhausted and deeply stuck in her heavy life, and she did not feel a dramatic miracle on the very first day. She listened for 18 days and felt absolutely nothing special, but she refused to quit. She trusted the quiet biological process happening beneath the surface. On day 34, she woke up completely transformed, because the heavy fog was permanently gone and her decisions were instantly clear. Her confidence returned. Some chosen ones simply need time for their nervous system to safely recalibrate. Scientists at leading research universities mapped this exact shift. They confirmed that the gamma frequency can be naturally reactivated, but it takes time to rebuild the neural pathways that modern society deliberately destroyed. You might think this is just another basic meditation track, but meditation asks your exhausted brain to somehow heal itself from the inside. That is incredibly difficult when you are already emotionally drained. This brilliant technology uses precise external audio frequencies to do the heavy lifting for you, safely bypassing the earthly static in your mind. I completely know you are skeptical right now. You have been deeply disappointed by empty promises before, but 18,366 chosen ones have already experienced this exact restoration, and less than 4% of them requested a refund. I would never disrespect your current financial situation. Therapy sessions cost hundreds of dollars every single week. Weekend spiritual retreats demand thousands of dollars. None of those traditional options specifically target your dormant gamma waves. Dr. Robert Lake compressed 34 years of intense neurological research into a simple audio protocol to unlock your spiritual prison. Let me fully reintroduce you to the immense power of the Genius Song. The standard investment for this technology is $49, but Dr. Lake made a deliberate choice for absolute accessibility. The investment is exactly $39 for the chosen ones guided to this specific message today. That $39 anchor includes 4 additional restoration bonuses worth $80 in total. You receive everything immediately. There is absolutely zero financial risk for you today. You receive a 90-day keep the bonus guarantee. You simply get a full refund if your spirit does not feel the shift. You even keep the $80 in bonuses as a sincere apology for your time. The only actual risk is choosing to stay permanently stuck in your current exhaustion. Every single day your gamma remains dormant is a day you live below your divine potential, and the enemy desperately wants you to wait until tomorrow. But the future version of you is looking back at this exact moment. Your decision today does not need to be perfectly planned. It just needs to be an obedient step forward. You are entirely worthy of this immediate restoration. I must deeply protect your spirit before you tremble. The enemy actively creates dangerous decoys online to steal your precious focus. There are completely fake audio files out there with absolutely no real entrainment, and they will only scramble your sensitive energy. The only verified protocol is waiting for you in the description and the pinned comment below. All you need is stereo headphones and 7 quiet minutes every morning. Just sit upright and let the pure frequency do the heavy work. When your mind is fully stabilized, the universe might eventually reveal destiny's embrace for your next profound chapter. But today is only about unlocking your very first door. Do not rush the sacred timing of your own healing. Type Amen in the comments to physically seal this heavenly declaration into your reality. Subscribe right now so you never miss the prophetic instructions for your next chapter. Hit that like button so this exact message reaches another chosen one who is struggling in the dark. Your massive breakthrough is finally here. Step through the door right now. Heaven is actively waiting for your physical agreement. You are the breakthrough prophet. The cycle ends with you, and your entire family line will be liberated by your obedience today.